What's up? What's up? What's good with everybody? As always, I'd like to welcome you motherfuckers to the Hood on Lock. I am your host, CEO Official. Make sure you tap in with me on all social media platforms under CEO Official and, of course, the brand, The Hood on Lock. Hey, man, look here. Shout out to Missy, baby. I appreciate you. You always in the motherfucking building first. I don't know what to say, boo, but I love you and I respect everything that you have done for me, my business, and myself. What's good with you, baby? Hey, but look, though, I don't know if this live is going to be long, but I definitely wanted to address some things real fast because I am going live later on at 7 p.m. to explain to you guys how to spot a fake crip and a fake blood from a real one and the whole reasons behind gangs having rules, code, and structure. So y'all make sure y'all tap in tonight at 7 p.m. for that show live because I'm gonna keep it all the way real like I always do. Keep it all the way 100. And I believe that when I'm done with this show, you guys will definitely be able to spot a fake ass nigga on YouTube. Now look, check this out. Always, baby. Hey, so check this out. The whole purpose of me going live right now, as you can see, is to discuss the Romeo and Master P thing. Because as I breeze through the YouTube streets and social media, I see a lot of people saying that Romeo Miller is entitled. They're comparing Marquise Jackson and 50 Cent situation to Romeo and Master's P's. And the problem I have with social media, right? And I've said this even about YouTube viewers, is that you guys will see the same thing and all have different opinions. And I understand we are all different. But sometimes we all should come to collective with the same opinion based off, the situation that we're reviewing. So when I see all these people saying that Romeo Miller is entitled, like Marquise Jackson is, that's bullshit. That's cap. Do I feel like Marquise Jackson is entitled? Yes, because he's a grown man crying about his dad financial status, how much money his dad has, and what he feels he should receive or get. How thousands and thousands of dollars wasn't nothing a month while his mom sat there and didn't produce any income. Instead, she spent those thousands on him and herself. Well, that's not the situation with Romeo and Master P. We all know that Romeo was a rapper. For many years, he was on Nickelodeon. He has done movies. He has done a whole lot of stuff during his childhood career going into an adult. We also can help but notice that Master P has a strong leash on his kids, meaning they pretty much do and believe anything that he says. The reason why Romeo Miller is not entitled, though, is because he worked for his money. He's not like Marquise Jackson complaining about what his dad has, what he's entitled to, what his dad should have gave or could have gave. Romeo's statements was based off one simple fact: what he worked for and what was rightfully his. And it's funny that social media can say that he's entitled, but if we was to work as kids or even adults, we would want our money also. We would not want our parents to blow or spend our money on themselves or their own financial problems. So how do a lot of people agree that Romeo is entitled? I kept seeing this on a lot of videos. I've seen it in people's comments. I've seen it on Facebook. I've seen it on Instagram. So I felt there was a need for somebody to stand up for Romeo and differentiate the difference between Romeo and Master P situation from Marquise Jackson and 50 Cent situation. None of you guys can sit here and say if you made millions and millions of dollars as a kid or adult, your parent has the right to spend it or use it as they please because they helped you get there, because they birthed you, or even if they put you in position to get it, it still does not give your parent the right to spend it. I don't care how you guys look at it. And I don't think it's fair to Romeo that everybody's comparing him to 50 Cent's son. Like I said, none of you guys watching can agree that as a child or even an adult, if you made millions, your parents have the right to spend it. Some of you guys get EBT and food stamps, and you won't even give your own mama and daddy no food stamps. You damn sure ain't gonna give none of the cash that the government give you. So let's just keep this shit real as we look into this situation. You know, over here is all about facts and truth with me, and that's where I try to hold it down with. Romeo has done a lot, but at the same time, part of keeping it real is keeping it real on both sides. Romeo, you are at fault too, my nigga. Your dad, who, yes, at one point was successful, also went bankrupt at the height of his career, where it was said he was valued at 500 million to $1 billion. So what does that tell you as a grown man? Pops had an issue, Pops didn't do something right, or simply Pops didn't know what he was doing. So as a grown ass man, while you would still give your dad access or allow your dad to have access to your funds to where he could spend and use it as he please, or even if it was a situation where it was in your possession and you gave it to him, you knew better. You're a 33-year-old grown man. At some point, you should have said, hold on, Pops. I'm here for you. I love you. But it's not up to me to pay your debt. Or maybe you should have worked out some type of agreement with your dad where if you did help him out with his debt, he would give you a percentage of Rap Snacks or the Snoop Loops and whatever else product he's selling right now, the Miyati shoes or whatever the case may be. Your dad has multiple brands or multiple things coming out and have been out for the last few years. So if you was to pay your dad's IRS, or if your dad did that as a man, you should have kept it business and worked out something where you was an owner or got a percentage of what Pops has going on to replace the money that you helped him with a loan team. See, as black people, at times we have to learn how to keep family family and business business. So this is not 100% on Master P. Now, if Master P had direct access to your funds and you allowed that, you have to take blame, Romeo. You are a grown ass man. Now, Master P, if what Romeo is saying, you's a cold motherfucker, man. And also, he said he tried to speak with you privately off the internet, and for whatever reason, you guys couldn't work out nothing. Like I said a few seconds ago, Master P, why not give your son Romeo a percentage of your Fruit Loops, your fucking Rap Snacks, your fucking noodles? You got all these celebrities on these things and they're selling. So I know you have income coming in. So if you did use your son's funds to pay whatever you owed, as a man and as a father, you should be working to give that back. He should have automatically been cut into the businesses that you now currently own. So on Master P's end, you're fucked up and foul too. I'm gonna come back to this one. Let me say what's up to some of the people in my chat. What's good, Love Tales? Appreciate you tapping in. Missy says, seems like a lot of celebrity children say their parents took or mismanaged their money. Exactly. What's good, Mob Ties? Salute Miss Mama Joni in the motherfucking building. Appreciate all the love and support you guys are sending me. But like I said, both parties are to a blame. And if Romeo Miller is what he's saying is truthful, Master P, I would say is 80% at blame. No, 70% at blame. And I would give 30% to Romeo because you're a grown man. You got to know when to stand up to your dad. You don't stand up to your dad when it's gone. You don't stand up to your dad when it's too late. And if you are as smart as I think you are, again, your dad went through a big bankruptcy when he was valued at 500 million to $1 billion. Why would you allow him access to your money or give it to him knowing that he had to pay the IRS or was in debt? He had to mismanage the money from his no limit days. No Limit was one of the biggest record labels out. They had everybody from Mystical to Silk the Shocker to Fiend to Maya X, eventually bringing Snoop Dogg over there. No Limit was as hard as that tank that they wore and represented as a logo. Master P had dolls, movies, dropping CDs every other week or every few days, and they all were selling. You don't get an estimated value of 500 million to $1 billion unless you're generating at least close to that, if not that or more. Like I said, we have to learn how to break away from people who mismanage money, or like Romeo said, he led the blind and he followed. So Romeo, bro, you should have been broke away from your dad a long time ago. You should have been took control of your finances or pumped the brakes. And that minimum, with all these deals that your dad is making with Bootsy, Snoop Dogg for his brand, his noodles, his chips, and all this old stuff. Hold on, you guys. All right, you guys. Sorry about that. I thought that was an important phone call. I had to take it, but it was some bullshit. Anyway, as a man, grown ass man, Romeo, you should have been took control of your finances or broke away from your dad. Now, I want to look at the chat, you guys, because a lot of social media platforms, people are saying that Romeo is entitled. If you work for your money as a childhood star, matter of fact, let me bring up the point of y'all remember Home Alone, the kid Macaulay Calkins? He had to emancipate himself as a child from his parents because they were spending up all his money. And I believe there have been a few more kids that basically divorced their parents for that same reason. Here it is. We got 33-year-old Romeo still letting his dad control his life and what he do for whatever reason. So now back to the chat. As a childhood star, you generate millions of dollars. Your dad is the biggest hip hop star in mobile at the time, valued at 500 million or more. He goes through bankruptcy. Do you allow him to keep getting your money? Do you allow him to control your money? Do you even loan him money for whatever reason, knowing at the height of his career, 500 million plus, he had to file bankruptcy? He wasn't paying the IRS, basically, and no telling what else came along with that bankruptcy that he had to file. So, where does the blame come in on Romeo's end for not being a man and handling his business? Love Tell said Lindsay Lohan, mama and daddy was burning through her money. Okay. Britney Spears said her father controlled all her money. Okay. Now that we've established the celebrities who all have financial problems with their parents, once you're an adult, at one point do you separate family from business, family from finances, and say, hold up, you're burning through my money, my shit is disappearing, and I need this to survive and have in my future and possibly for my seeds later on down the line. As a man, at what point do you pull away from Pops, knowing that he had to file bankruptcy for whatever reason he had to file it? That's a lot of money to be worth 500 million or more, and you're filing bankruptcy? What the fuck was you doing with the money? Like, what was P doing? So, do you guys understand when I say that Romeo is a small percentage in blame of this? I would give him like 30% blame because at the end of the day, as a man, you got to stand up as a man. You got to hold your nuts. You got to grab your balls and show Pops. This ain't how it go. At Master P, I give 70% blame because he fucked up his money at 500 million or more, and then he turned around and fucked up his son's money. Now that's some cold ass shit. So basically, Master P has played with multiple millions twice, and he has either mismanaged or fucked up the money two times. Not once, but twice. He fucked up a 500 plus million bag, and he fucked up a couple or a few million that Romeo had. That shit just don't make sense. Like, what was he doing with the money? Does he trick on women? Does he have personal chefs for his whole fucking life and butlers and shit? Where was all this fucking money going? Somebody tell me in the chat. Matter of fact, I'll drop the link for those that might want to come up and tell me verbally what they think was going on with all this money. Love Tell said Beyonce fired her father. Was it for the same reason? Was he spending up her money as well, or what was the reason behind that? And while we wait on the answers from you guys watching, feel free to donate via Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, the Hood Unlock. If you cannot find me by typing in the Hood Unlock, you could definitely find us on those platforms by using the call-in number at the bottom of the screen. Anything that you donate is appreciative, and I love y'all for it. And let's see what Missy talking about. Missy says at some point you have to close the purse to people taking advantage, misusing, and scamming. Exactly, Missy. Exactly. Romeo is no longer a kid. Like he said in his post, he's a 33-year-old grown man. I would have took control of my funds at 18, 21, whatever the law legally allows me to. I would have then took over my funds. Now, I'm not saying I wouldn't help my dad because I love my dad. So I definitely would have helped my dad out, but it definitely would have been a limit there, or there'd been some kind of agreement where I knew I would be getting my funds back. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I have to get it back some kind of way because my future depends on this. Okay, Pop, you need some amount of money to pay the IRS. Okay, I'll give you some of that. I'll give you half of that. I can make a couple of payments for you. But at the same time, Pops, I need a percentage of these chips. I need a percentage of these noodles. I need a percentage of what else he got? Them shoes. I think he even might got ice cream. I need a percentage of that too. I need some kind of percentage to guarantee me that I'm going to get this money back. Now, Master P keeps producing new flavors and new celebrities on his items, chips, noodles, all that I just explained. So obviously the stuff is selling. Obviously the shit is moving. So why would you not naturally cut Romeo in on that so him and his family could be straight in the future, knowing that you took this boy's money to pay your own financial debt? Master P states that, he made a mistake, basically, and that his son should reach out to him and discuss it. And Romeo replied, we talked about this in private. And obviously, there was no conclusion that he felt comfortable with, or there probably was no resolution. Because we don't know how Master P is towards his kids. We just know that he controls a lot of things that they do. Not to say if that's good or bad, but he definitely keeps a tight leash and a whip on them. Except for the one that was on drugs. She pretty much did what she wanted. And she was exiled from the house and the bank account. Not to say that was bad because you know how drug users is. You can't keep supplying them with money. You can't keep helping them out when they're on them drugs. So I get that part, but I'm just saying she's the only one he couldn't control, and you see where she went with it. So maybe that's the reason why he controls his kids so much. And y'all hit that like button as y'all rocking with me. What's good, Miss Howard fan bam? Appreciate you tapping in. Now, let me ask you guys this. If your dad was worth 500 to $1 million, right, and he blew it, filed bankruptcy, would you continue to trust him with your money? Would you let him manage and have control of your money? Think about that for a minute. Your dad was worth 500 plus million and had to file bankruptcy. Why would you still trust and lead him and let him guide you financially if he obviously has fucked up one of the biggest bags that we could only dream of having one day? Y'all let me know what y'all think. Feel free to click the stream link if you want to come up and conversate on the title. I don't want to hear about nothing else right now. So if it's not about the topic, do not hit my link and waste my motherfucking time or I'm embarrassed the fuck out your ass. But if it's about the title and when I'm speaking on, feel free to hit that link and come on up. Love Tell said, oh shit. That popped up as soon as I typed it. Love Tell said, I think after Romeo's sister died, Romeo started putting his dad on blast. I seen Romeo post that his dad didn't say rip to his daughter, but rip to rappers who passed. Well, yeah, he said basically Master P showed he cared more about someone else's tragedy, the DJ Twitch from Ellen's show, more than he did for his own daughter. I am not in their family. I don't know if that's true or not, but obviously Romeo feel deeply about that. But you got to realize that was just the beginning. That was like a light jab as Romeo was setting him up for the uppercut and the hook. When you think about it, I don't think it's so much about their him not being there for his sister. Because, like I said, when he threw her out the house, Romeo didn't step up. Romeo got money. He didn't go buy his sister a house that we know of. Maybe he did. Maybe he was giving his sister money. We don't know. But as you can clearly see, it really wasn't about the death of his sister. He was waiting to blast Master P about his finances. Romeo is upset that his money is gone. He spent it on his dad spent it on his IRS problems and whatever else he bought with it. And that was the bigger picture. Romeo was just setting him up for failure. He knew his dad would respond because he knows his dad. He knew his dad was going to respond. And as soon as his dad responded, he went immediately into how his money is going and how his dad misused and spent his funds. And now there's a problem because either Romeo has cut his dad off financially or he no longer has access to Romeo's money or whatever that's left. And that's what I think this thing was really about. Yeah, I know he probably cares about his sister, and he might even be right about his dad not caring and being there for her. But the bigger picture was Romeo really wanted to tell us he has spent his goddamn money. Because after he posted the shit, he said, you guys just wait until you see the bigger picture. Now, I agree with you on that, Love Tales. That's what, now we're getting somewhere, Love Tales. I definitely agree with you on this one. She said, but then it might be Romeo baby mama one answers where the money at, Romeo. Come on, ladies. All the ladies in the building, you know, if you are with a celebrity person like Romeo, you just produced a wonderful baby into this world by this man. Bills ain't getting paid. The baby mama can't get the Louis Vuitton car seat for the baby, the Gucci fucking stroller. She can't get the full-time nanny or two nannies like some of the celebrities do. They probably don't have the Maybach, but the dad got a Rolls Royce in his yard. You know the baby mama is definitely gonna be like, hey nigga, you need to get control of your bread. See, this is what I think, and this is just all my opinion on this part. Like Love Tells just stated, I think the baby mama did pressure him like, nigga, you need your own accounts. You need access to your money. You shouldn't have to ask your dad or get permission for nothing. And I think that would cause Romeo to go to his dad and have a conversation with him. And after having a conversation with his dad, I think his dad was like, "Look, son, all that little Romeo money is gone. I paid the IRS with that shit, but then I don't even know if that's true, and Master P might be lying. Once you file bankruptcy, how do you still owe money to the IRS? And even if that is true, you were valued at $500 million. So if you made $500 million, even if the IRS wanted half, you should have had close to that, if not all of that, because you definitely don't own a lot of shit. If so, you need to start selling shit. That's just being real. But yeah, I definitely agree, because you ladies know how you are. She applied pressure like, nigga, you was a grown ass man. Why are you still going over there, daddy this, daddy that? Nigga, grow some nuts, grow some balls. I just had your daughter, nigga. You gonna let Pops just run through our shit like that? Because you know after she had that baby, it becomes ours. Come on, where the ladies at in the building? Where are the ladies in the building? Y'all know y'all gonna get at this man and be like, hey, your dad treating you like a little ass boy still. I need a man in my life. Your daughter needs a man and a father in her life, nigga. And you telling me you don't have no money? You're Romeo motherfucking Miller. You're fucking Master P's fucking son. You was on Nickelodeon for years, other TV shows, movies, even your rap career was successful. Where's the money? Just the Nickelodeon checks alone had to be lovely. Come on, I need the ladies to stand up for me. Where the ladies at? Missy says sometimes family will do you dirty. Man, family will do you dirty before your friends and strangers will. Friends and strangers will be there before you, before family will. That's just a cold reality. And if you are blessed to have the type of family that is there for you first and will do for you first, you better thank God and pray to God every night, because a lot of us does not have that. We may have a few people in the family that give a fuck, but overall, motherfuckers will let you be hungry, homeless, drive past you on the street, and not give a fuck. Missy said, I would be asking about the fun. Of course. You just had this man's baby, and you ain't able to get certain shit, or when you do need something, he's like, well, I got to go check with Pops. I got to go ask Pops if we can get that new car. I can go ask Pops if we can get that new house with that nanny room for the baby. I got to ask Pops if we can get a nanny full time. And she probably like, nigga, if you don't grow the fuck up. Montage said, facts. Love Tell said she about to put Romeo on child support. She saw Kim K get that 50K a month child support check. Oh no, baby, you all the way off. Love tells you all the way off on that, baby. Kim K got a 200,000 a month check. Not no 50K. Her shit is 200,000 a month from Kanye. That ain't nowhere close to that 50, but I get what you're saying, boo. And the thing is, if Romeo truly ain't got no money, shit, no matter what, your child support is only based off your income, what you have. So putting Romeo on child support, she might as well be dating a regular ass hood nigga. Judge gonna be like $300 a month. You got one kid. You got one kid by Romeo. His daddy got all the fucking money or just spent it up. Romeo ain't got no music out. Romeo ain't on no TV show. Romeo ain't dropped no music. She might well have got pregnant by a hood nigga at this point, because all she got is his name. His daddy's name. The funds is gone. Yeah, baby, out here in the hood, it's a lot of niggas who child support is $50, $100. If you get 300 a kid, you lucky than a motherfucker. Bitch, I mean, women are out here having babies by broke ass niggas. And even if your nigga's a dope dealer, his money ain't fucking verified. His money ain't documented. So yeah, you may know he has a lot of money, but the court can't prove it. He sell drugs. So now they're looking at this nigga. He ain't got no job. They don't know he sell drugs. So they gonna go $50 a month. See, ladies, child support is not based off the amount of kids you got. It's based off of your current income and what you bring in per year. It's a percentage of your overall income. Romeo doesn't have nothing from what he's saying. His dad blew it all, and he currently don't have any type of job that we know of. So shit, putting him on child support is a waste of fucking time. Love Tell said Nick Cannon is still living off that Nickelodeon. Man, Nickelodeon don't play. If you can get on the Nickelodeon network and the show be successful, you are going to eat. People don't want to accept the fact that the kid market is one of the biggest markets you can be on. Some of the top people on YouTube channels are kid channels. We got kids on YouTube making $20, $30 million a year easily. Who's mostly on YouTube besides us ghetto ass grown ups? Kids. Think about it. Other than us ghetto ass grown ups on this motherfucker, who else is on YouTube mostly? Kids. From my cousins, little cousins, to my niece and nephew, to my stepson, all day, every day. If they're not playing the game, they go from the game to YouTube, from YouTube to the game. Don't nobody go outside and play. My little stepson, he used to play the game, and when I would tell him, okay, you've been on it too long, he would get on YouTube and watch kids play the game. I literally had to make this nigga find something else to watch. I said, no, nigga, we not about to do that. You're not going to play the game for 4 or 5 hours, nigga, and then get on YouTube and watch a kid play the game. Nah, we not going to do that, man. Find you a cartoon or a movie to watch. And he used to get mad than a motherfucker. Kids love YouTube as well. So any kind of kid program, network, television, cable channel, social media, YouTube, it's a win when it comes to kids. So you damn right. Romeo made a bet. Matter of fact, they even talked about how much Romeo was making on Nickelodeon, because when he signed with Nickelodeon, Romeo was not a new kid on the block. He was already established as a celebrity, from his music with his dad to, other things he had ventured off to do, modeling, the No Limit line, and etc. So when they signed Romeo, being the son of Master P, who's at the height of his career, valued at $500 million or more, off top, they had to give Romeo a big bag from the jump. I may be wrong or not, but I believe Romeo was making $10 or $20 million, if not a season, a year off of Nickelodeon. I think it was a season though, but it was so long ago I don't really remember. And I don't like to lie over here about nothing, but I do remember hearing $10 or $20 million, if not a season. It damn sure was a year. And thank you, Missy, for the donation, baby. Man, you always looking out for me, and I appreciate it as always. We're gonna keep it so hood, boo. Missy Love Tell said, damn. She said, not $300. Man, that's a lot of niggas out there, out here in Los Angeles. I don't know about nowhere else. That's a lot of niggas that's making way less. I mean, baby mama's getting way less than $300 a month from their baby daddy. Most niggas out here are drug dealers or so-called hustlers. So if your money ain't documented, the court can't prove or have access to know what he makes. I've even dated and talked to women who baby daddy was obligated to pay $25 a month. No cap. She was like, I told them they can keep this motherfucking check. She was so upset. She got $25 a month. Now, I don't know the details of why and how it got so low, but she showed me the county had sent her a letter saying that here's your payment or something to that fact from child support. The county sent it to her, not child support. I think because she was on the county, they took it. And yeah, the county probably deducted some shit too. I'm not sure. But all I know is when she showed it to me, they said her child support payment she would receive was $25 a month. Shit. Amarion, baby mama, she was complaining that her child support was like 300 or 150 a month. And Amarion is a fucking singing celebrity. See, the same way people learn how to get around on the government, some men have just learned how to get around on child support. There's always loopholes in the law. You just got to know how to get around it. Love tells crazy. She said, I guess the ICDC college commercial check stopped. Well, we definitely have not seen Romeo on an ICDC commercial. But remember, though, all bullshit aside, man, them commercials was running 3 to 20 times a day, every fucking day for years. So the ICDC check, even though we laughing, that bag had to been good too. Think about it. When Romeo was doing the commercials for ICDC College, if you watched TV, you saw that commercial so much you probably got it memorized. You probably was saying it when it came on. And if you was like me, you got irritated with seeing the commercial, you would turn and then turn back after it goes off. That's how much they were showing that commercial. And if you don't know about acting in commercials, you get paid a lump sum to do it, and you get what's called a residual check every time that it airs. Not just air per day. So if they show it 10 times in California, 10 times in New York, 10 times in Mississippi, you get a residual check each time it's showed in each state, each city. Now, if ICDC is only in California, then however many times they showed it here, he got a residual check for it. But if ICDC was across the country, or if they allowed people to come into California somehow and go to the school that way, he definitely got a bag every time that commercial showed. If you was to ask me to estimate how much he probably got, well, knowing what I know, his residual check could be as low as 500 per each time that commercial show, and it could be up to 3, 4, 5,000 each time it show. I don't know his contract on that. I don't know what he agreed to, but I know you do get residual checks that way. Love Tells is laughing. Missy says, feel free to tip the host. Yeah, man, I show the hood some love, man. Hit that Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, the hood on lock. I don't put no limit on it. I don't complain about what you're seeing. All I want you guys to do is donate if you can. I do understand that it's Christmas time, so I don't put no pressure on nobody. Well, I never put pressure on people. But I am aware that it's Christmas time and you guys got to take care of your kids and your family and even your lover, you feel me? So I totally understand that. But if you could squeeze a nickel or a quarter up out your ass, send it to the hood, man. You know I love y'all, support y'all, and I rock with y'all. Let's see what Love Tell said. And I appreciate Love Tell. She keeps cooperating. She keeps speaking. Y'all know I love the interaction a lot when I'm live. Let me see what she says. Love Tell said Romeo should have did Love and Hip Hop instead of growing up in hip hop. I feel like Mona Scott had a better budget and pay. Well, what you got to realize is WeTV was new. He probably thought it'd be a better option, a better situation to do it. And so that's why he decided to jump with it and go that route. Now, for all we know, I heard those checks were nice. I heard those checks wasn't that bad. So it's not necessarily that those were a bad decision. And for all we know, he could have made millions, and I would believe he made hundreds of thousands or maybe millions of that. But the problem is not what he did or what job he had. It's clearly that his dad has took this money and done what he wanted to do with it. And because of that, that's the issue that we have at hand. She said they were showing that commercial 24 hours a day. And exactly. We saw that shit so much. I used to turn the channel and then come back to whatever I was watching because I just got tired of hearing his voice, seeing the commercial. And at some point, him and his dad started doing the commercial together. So it was like, this shit was just irritating. I think ICDC went out of business in 2016. It probably did, Missy. For real. Cutting them bags, not getting enough students. You know what I'm saying? It probably did. I don't even know. Like I said, I personally got tired of hearing the commercial. I got tired of seeing the commercial. It got on my fucking nerves. I got tired of seeing that damn commercial. I didn't care about Romeo and his dad being in it. They played it so much, we got tired of it. Now I just posted the link in the chat, you guys. So if you guys want to grab a membership and you don't have one, become so hood and grab a membership and show that you rocking with the hood on lock. Show that you showing us love. You know what I'm saying? I definitely appreciate that too. Memberships do go a long way. And I definitely want you guys to grab one if you can. So whether you donate or grab a membership is all appreciative. Now Romeo stated that he had talked to his dad in private. And when he talked to his dad in private, he couldn't resolve the things. That's why he took it to social media. Do you feel like that was a bad move, or is Romeo to blame because of that? Y'all let me know. Do you guys feel like Romeo is entitled? Because I personally don't, but my opinion is my opinion. No, exactly, because if you work for the money, Love Tells, that's your money. Even if you was a kid, your parents raised you, they took you to the auditions, they took you to the movie shoot every day, they took you to the studio every day. You still had to work, perform, do interviews, take pictures, meet and greets. You still went to work as a child. So you deserve your money. Yes, if your parents taking care of you, they do deserve a certain portion of it to help out, to make ends meet. But that does not mean you run through my whole bag. That's just something that you don't do. Yeah, y'all go ahead and grab a membership, man. Show the hood some love. The membership link is in the chat. Love tells it. I feel like there's someone in his ear. I think asking him where your money at now. He got quit. No, for real. Actually, Love tells you said it earlier. It's his baby mama. Come on, y'all. Let's just be honest with it. He said he had a new baby. I think he said he had a daughter, his firstborn that just came into the world. So you know damn well, as a new mother, you want the best for your baby. You need this, you need that. And some of those things, because of who he is, definitely probably were high ends. And after you give birth to him, you feel like, okay, now I can ask these questions because I have his baby. And of course, I personally believe, with no facts though, that this is baby mama, and she has every right to make this her baby daddy, who she's currently with, uh, check on his funds or get his business in order, when Romeo should have had done this way before, baby. He should have did this way before somebody got with each other. Romeo should have been on his grown man shit. Should have been on it. Like I said, like, I'm a grown man, nigga, 18, 21. Okay, pops, I need all these accounts in my name. I need all this transferred over. Or, pops, I'm taking you off my accounts just because you filed bankruptcy and you were worth 500 million fucking dollars. Pops, you did something wrong. I'm not blaming you for it, but I got to protect myself and my future. And that's without a kid. That's without a relationship. That's without me waiting until I'm 33, 18, 19, 21. I'm on my shit. We've seen this happen too many times. But I just don't understand how social media is comparing him to Marquise Jackson. I don't understand how social media is saying he's entitled like Marquise Jackson when this is not the same situation. Marquise is not a rapper. He did not do anything other than maybe, when 50 Cent was cool, he had him in the G Unit brand clothing. But other than that, Marquise Jackson just wants his dad's money. And even with 7,000 a month, he wasn't happy with that because his mom wasn't bringing in no money. She went and got a booty done. After she went and got a booty done, she went and got, I'm sure probably her breast done as well. And 50 Cent was clowning on social media telling her she better hit the stripper pole because his child support was running out. She said, "Who say that?" Laughed my ass off. Hey, shout out to it's a new member. You already had a membership. How you a new member? I'm lost. Shout out to Missy though for becoming a member, but you was already a member. It would have said you renewed the membership. I don't know what you did, girl. Did you upgrade your membership? Well, maybe you upgraded your membership. Maybe that's what you did. Because I don't know why it says new member. You was just greenlit the whole time you've been chatting. But whatever you did, baby, I appreciate it and I love you for it. Man, y'all become greenlit like Missy, man. Y'all show the hood some love. Like I said, I know it's Christmas time. And but if you can, man, let's make this Christmas real joyful. You feel me? Oh, you upgraded. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's that real fucking support. That's what I'm talking about. What's good, Mommy Joni? I'm glad you tapping in. She said, I feel like there should have been a trust fund set up for his money when he reached a certain age. That's real shit, Miss Joni. That's real shit. But again, Miss Joni, the problem is this. Master P ran through his money, so he wanted to use his son's money as if it was his. That's not right. He should have had a trust fund set up for his money. Not only that, but with all the brands that his dad has, like I said earlier, from the wrap snacks to the noodles to the shoe brand he has, why not cut Romeo into that to guarantee him his money is returned? Give him 30% of the wrap snacks. Give him 30% of the noodles. Give him 30% of the Mignotti shoes. Give him 30% of I Got the Hookup Part 2, which did very well. There's no reason why this boy should be complaining that all the money is gone and saying that y'all was living from check to check since the age of 18. And Romeo, especially the grown up Romeo, he doesn't seem like he's too much of a liar. So y'all gotta pay attention to that. Black Dark Black Dark Dating King said one love. That's a weird ass name. Black Dark Dating King. Wow. Man, y'all and y'all YouTube names. But welcome to the hood, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as always. Welcome to the hood. Big Dog G said, shake my head. He was a scam. Kodak Black said it. Yeah, I do remember when Kodak Black said, if you want to help me out, you're going to help me out. You're not going to charge me to help me out. I don't know if I would call that a scam, but Master P was definitely trying to get a bag out of Kodak. But at the same time, he was giving him game, supposedly. But again, how are you giving me game if you blew your money, 500 million plus, and then you blew your son's money, which could have been anywhere between a few million to tens of millions of dollars? That's definitely some game I don't want, and I'm definitely not going to pay for it. Kodak Black seen right through that shit. So shout out to Kodak Black. So yeah, like I said, all this blame cannot be put on just Master P. It's Romeo's fault for not manning up earlier, but a large portion of the blame does go on Master P because he should have did right. Mommy Johnny made the perfect statement. It should have been a trust fund or some kind of fund put to the side. So when he did, well, shit, he 33 though, Mama Johnny, shit. A trust fund is what, 21 or 25? Shit, Romeo should have been took over his finances. He should have been had control of his shit. And that's another thing. We don't know if Master P would ask him for the money and he would give it to him. And we don't know if Master P had direct access to it. We don't know. Mama Joni with another real one. At this point, get an attorney. You got to sue your pops, Mama Joni. Is that what we got to do? We got to sue Papa Bear, Miss Joni. Is that what we got to do? A lot of celebrities do it, though. They sue their managers, their financial accountants, their moms, their dads, their parents. You know, at the end of the day, they need to. And the good thing about Master P and Romeo thing is, because I assume that his brands are making money, if Romeo was to sue Master P, he would definitely get some kind of judgment, and Master P would definitely at some point be able to pay him some of that money unless he files another bankruptcy. But then that would put Rap Snacks noodles, Minyati shoes. It would put all that in jeopardy. So even if Master P is lying to him about the money, which I think he is, I don't know I don't know why. I just feel like Master P probably lied to that boy and told that boy he didn't have no money. Because again, you got all these brands. You are signing new rappers and artists to your brands. That costs money. So obviously some type of money has to be coming in from all these Snoop Loop cereals and all this other shit. So why is Romeo complaining about fucking money? And again, I'm still standing on it. I don't believe Romeo is entitled. Anybody who works for their money deserves their money. Even if your parents put you in position, because that's what I didn't like about Master P's statement. He said these celebrity kids, or something to the fact, he said these celebrity kids feel entitled or something. He said, with all the things you sacrificed and done for them, as a parent, you're supposed to sacrifice for them. As a parent, you're supposed to put them in position. As a parent, you want the best for them. But with all that being said, it does not give you the right to blow or fuck over their money for your own personal gain. I don't care how you spin the narrative, Master P. I don't care what you say or what you have done for Romeo. It will never give you the right, even as his father, to spend that boy's money. And I'm calling him a boy because we watched him on TV shows. We watched him around Master P. And even as his early 30s, Romeo Miller still seemed like a little ass boy. This is the first time we ever seen him stand up to his dad and show he had balls. Y'all go ahead and hit that like button, that share, and that subscribe. And as always, y'all welcome to the motherfucking hood, man. The StreamYard link I will be dropping back in the chat for those that want to come up and voice their opinion verbally about the topic. Y'all be sure to tune in with me tonight at 7 p.m. as I teach you guys the reasons of why gangs have rules, code, and structure, and to how to fake a fake nigga on the internet. Because one thing about fake gangsters on the internet, they're going to always make it seem like they're bigger than life. They're going to always talk like they're the baddest nigga from their set. And a real gangster like myself would tell you, ain't none of that shit going down unless you from some made up fake shit that you and your cousins is representing, or you fake as fuck. So y'all definitely tune in tonight if you want to hear how to expose a fake nigga on YouTube or anywhere who's claiming they're a Crip or a Blood, and it's obviously they fake as fuck, my nigga. I'm tired of this shit. Niggas want to be super Crip on this motherfucker. Niggas want to be super Blood on this motherfucker. And with that persona and that acting, they overstep themselves as if they're bigger than a program. There's rules in everything, in your house, at your job. Even when you're driving your car down the street, there's rules. And there's a reason for that shit. So when a nigga don't know what the code and the rules is, when a nigga say he makes his own rules, when a nigga say he's above discipline and he wearing that blue or that red rag, 99% of the time, cuz is fake. And I'm going to explain that to you guys at 7 p.m. Back to the topic. Mama Joni said, yes, we got to sue Pops, huh? Pops got to get that lawsuit. I ain't mad at you because I probably would want my money too. Like, Pops, I love you, but this is business, man. This is business. Missy said, you are speaking the truth, Hood. Man, that's all I know how to do, baby. She said, uh-oh, it's going down tonight. Yeah, it's going down tonight, but I don't want you guys to think tonight is a personal attack, even though it may be. It may be. But what my goal is to teach you guys, because I'm tired of these fake ass niggas on YouTube, what's real and what's not. What's fiction on YouTube and what's reality. And after I'm done tonight informing you guys of what's what, in case you don't know, from this point on, when you hear niggas speak, when you see niggas say certain shit, you gonna understand why they fake, ain't who they are, and hopefully you guys wake up and start seeing niggas for who they really are. So it's definitely going on tonight at 7 p.m. I was supposed to do it yesterday, but after having a funeral that I attended, I just didn't feel too uppity up. I was in the bed all day, not sad or mourning or nothing, because we had a hell of a party after the funeral. I got to see a lot of my relatives who I ain't seen in a while. Unfortunately, it's sad that, you know, a lot of relatives you only see at funerals, but my blood cousins was there. My family is majority Crips, so you know the Crip side always riding with each other. And it was so crazy though because some of my Crip cousins ain't seen my blood cousins in so long. So when niggas pulled up with the all red bikes, the red rags, niggas coming to me like, "Hey, cuz, who this nigga right here with the red rag on?" I'm like, "Nigga, calm down, nigga. That's Cuzzo." And then I call Cuzzo over there like, "Hey, cuz, come here, my nigga." And I have to introduce my family to their own family. But my family so cripped out, nigga, they tripping on our own relatives. Cause some of them niggas at the not at the funeral, but at the after the repast they call it, or whatever it's called after you have the funeral, right? Niggas came with their blue rags. You know, everybody changed clothes, so niggas had their blue rags, their red rags, and I had cousins tripping like, "Who this nigga right here?" And I'm like, "Nigga, that's the fan bam. Calm down, nigga. Ain't no outsiders coming up in this motherfucker." But salute to the family, man. I love y'all. What's up, Shooter Games? Appreciate you tapping in. What's good with you? Uh-oh, we got Mama Joni in the building. How you doing today, beautiful?
I'm doing fine. I just wanted to speak on that. I feel like this. If you used your son's money to help you to get out of debt, then it's
Right.
only right and fair for you to look out for your son. But you
Correct.
see, he wanted to keep up this image. So if you was in, but if you notice, he didn't put up that mansion for sale to try to even get money from that. You're
Right.
around here boasting and you're bragging about what you got, what you do for the community and all that, and that's good. But you
Right.
also help your family. Your son has a family now. Yes, I know that they did sacrifice, but he was out there also, making the money too. So in the
Right.
contract, what they should have done was okay. He was still considered a minor, so his money should have went so far into. Sometimes you can set it up, and when you're going into acting and all of that, it's different than just we do regular trust funds for kids. So his
Right.
money could have been set aside for other things.
Right.
So I don't feel that is right. So now you out here showing all this food brand and you got all this in the store. So why not give your son back the money that you use to get yourself up out of a situation?
That's right, Miss Johnny. Talk that talk. That's what I'm talking about. And
So
that's what I've been.
if this is about a business, okay, we're going to handle this as a business because in reality, I'm going to get an attorney since though you're making money and stuff and you had used my money as I was making as a kid to get yourself out. Well, I want what's coming to me. I got a child myself.
Right,
And to
right.
see that my father's out here and boasting and bragging and doing for other people and stuff, but you can't do for your own. Maybe they did sit down and maybe they couldn't come to an agreement because of how his dad is. So at this point, I'm not going to sit and talk to you anymore. Was it okay for him to hit social media? I don't think so. Because now you're bringing everybody else into your family business.
Okay.
It could probably be easy resolved And I'm sure from Master P, he looks like a hothead, allegedly. I don't know.
Right, right.
And, Romeo, I mean, he was looking up to his dad and all this, but now you're not even trying to help your son now, but he was there to help you.
Now, Miss Joni, I want to say something, then I have a question for you. Romeo stated that not just him, but all his siblings don't have any money. And at one point, Master P was worth 500 million to $1 billion and had to file bankruptcy. So, at what point or what percentage out of 100% do you give Romeo for saying, "Well, Dad, you filed bankruptcy at 500 million. I don't know if you should be controlling my funds." And even if you don't hit him with that one, at what age do you say? Because he's 33 now, he should have taken over his funds, and if anything, had some kind of business agreement with his dad to get his money back.
But see, that's just it. We don't know what kind of, agreement that was between them two.
Uh huh.
It could have been, okay, son, when I get back up on, I'm going to give you this, I'm going to give you that. And he probably
Right.
took his father to his word. We wasn't
Right.
there when they were discussing. So we don't really know what came about of the discussion or, for him to go along with, okay, dad's used my money, but he's going to give it back once, he gets things going.
Right.
So then here he is, and now you're on here. Uh, you want to pretend like you crying and all of this, and why my son take it to social media? Which no, I think it's wrong because everybody do that. They'll run to social media in a minute, and you're putting everybody into your business where it could be just something simple that can be, worked out. Then now you
Right.
got everybody else putting their opinion in and saying this and that, and maybe it's not even what's been said, but there's something. If you are not taking care of your children,
Hmm.
then your character to me is nothing. And
Right.
then
Right.
too,
Right.
he's not only, this is not all his money that's into this brand that he's got going out, because he has other celebrities that has put their money into this too.
Right. Now, do you feel like, at minimum or at best, with all these brands Master P has, knowing that he has spent this boy money, why not give him a percentage of your wrap snacks and your shoes and your noodles and your ice cream? Why not naturally on your own cut him into that?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. What is it that you do not want your son to succeed when
I
he
think
was
it's
there
a
helping you?
I think it's more of a control thing with Master P because it seems like he likes to control
Well,
his
he likes
kids.
to live a certain way. And okay, you living in, who's living in this big mansion with you? Why do you need all that space?
Right, because he wants people to still remember him as the $500 million Master P, which he is
But
no
you
longer
don't.
that.
But you don't have it anymore. See, this is the problem. Everybody want to keep up an image that they don't have anymore. So what would have happened if Romeo didn't have that money to help you get out of the debt situation that you was in? What would you would have lost everything.
They'd have been back in the hood with me.
Exactly. You living better than him. And then that goes to show you we don't even know the reason why him and his wife got a divorce. What was
Right,
the real reason behind that? Because in the end, I think he did her kind of dirty too.
right. Now, I'm going to ask you again, Ms. Johnny, maybe a different way, but you may give me the same answer, and that's totally okay. Romeo being a 33-year-old man, do you
Hmm.
think at some point he should have been more aware of or controlled his money before it got spent? Do you give him any responsibility for that?
Yes, I do. But then again, we don't even know what type of dealings that him and his father had.
Right, 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 right. And like,
We're on the outside. We're not on the inside looking,
right,
that we know exactly. So we don't even know that.
right. And I do understand that Romeo said something to the fact of, he's no longer letting his dad lead him in the dark or the blind, and that would really made this come into a head or whatever they call it. And like I said, you should have been. I feel like, and like I said, I'm not blaming Romeo for this. I'm just looking at it from a grown man's perspective. If my dad somehow blew $500 million or more, had to file bankruptcy for whatever reason, I think I'm gonna be a little more in tune into my money, a little more than what I assume Romeo was. So again, I'm not blaming the man, but as a man, that's I shouldn't have to have a woman and a baby to come to pops to find out what's going on with my money.
And then we don't know. He could have easily said, well, filing bankruptcy, your money's not going to be touched because it's not in my name. The money's in your name, so they can't come after you and touch that money. You see what I'm saying? We don't know
Uh-huh.
how everything was set up because they can't touch his money. If he's filing bankruptcy, he can't touch Romeo's money. So in the
Right.
end, after he probably filed bankruptcy, he had that money to fall back on.
For all we know, that might be Romeo's house technically, because Master P couldn't afford
Exactly.
no house like that.
This is what I'm saying. All of this that you got, and you mean to tell me that you couldn't put it up for sale? But you out here, you got this whole music, all of these. Well, I know when you go, you got a whole big entourage to go with you, and I know you got all these rappers. I'm sure that you have to their payroll and this and that. Now, they kind of put you in mind of what was that other that he was taking care of his whole camp, and he
Uh
finally
huh.
went bankrupt. See, what was the song you MC Hammer? Look what
Right.
happened to him.
Right. He helped out a lot of people when they turned on him when his
Exactly.
finances went dark. Exactly.
Exactly.
And
And
honestly, I just saw Snoop and Master P recently. I don't know if they was in Compton or Long Beach giving away to the needy. There's nothing wrong with that. But shit, if your son is over here broke, how you giving away to the needy? Your son is the needy at this point. He need his money back.
exactly, exactly. I got a long distance call coming. I'm gonna hop out. I'll jump back up.
I definitely appreciate you tapping in, Miss Joni.
All right, anytime.
Right. Well, look, you guys, you know I am going live in a minute at 7 p.m. I love everybody that participated in the show. Y'all know I love you guys' opinion. And I think I'm going to end it at that point. I don't want to be on here too long and then have you guys have to listen to me again at 7 o'clock. I want to give you guys a break from my voice and from the hood, of course. And I'll be back at 7 p.m. So if you're interested in knowing how to spot a fake gangster on YouTube that's doing too much, if you want to know the reasons why gangs, mafias, and pretty much anything that we do in life has rules, consequences, and repercussions, you need to tap in with me tonight as I break down to you the history lesson of why this shit is this what it is, and why real Crips is real Crips, and real Bloods is real Bloods, and these YouTube niggas is fake as fuck. I am CNCO official, Compton's motherfucking native, and I'd like to welcome you motherfuckers to the hood on lock. I'll at you motherfuckers tonight. I love y'all. Y'all be safe and enjoy the rest of y'all day. Peace.
What's up? You rock with the scene, and I'd like to welcome you to the Hood on